How Pepsi is made. Billions of bottles of Pepsi are manufactured every year, and that's billions of times people around the world experience that refreshing and thirst-quenching sip. But have you ever wondered how this taste makes its way from the factory to your hands? What are the addictive ingredients behind this icy blue labeled beverage? Let's break down every step inside the factory and be prepared to see how Pepsi is made. So, what exactly sets Pepsi apart from other soft drinks? While water is the major component in this beverage, the signature taste comes from the familiar fizz of carbonated water blended with sweeteners, caramel color, and high fructose corn syrup. The perfect blend of acidity, carbonation, and a variety of natural and artificial flavors all come together to create a drink that's both complex and incredibly enjoyable. This complex process to enjoy a drink starts from water purification, the most basic and major ingredient of your favorite soda. Water used in manufacturing might not be crystal clear, but packed with impurities, suspended particles, and microbes. And it could ruin the color of Pepsi as well as its taste. So the first step involves purifying the water. The water purification process is itself a long one, starting with coagulation, moving to filtration, and finally ending with the chlorination to make the cooling beverage. These processes may sound like science fiction, but are actually fascinating. With the introduction of a substance called floc, made up of aluminium sulfate and ferric acid, this superhero cleans all the impurities and grabs all those tiny particles. The floc clusters up the impurities and traps them in filters. Well, these filters are not like your Instagram filters, which can't hide a small pimple. This is a high-tech filtering process. The coagulated water flows through massive filters, trapping all the clumped particles and any fine particles that didn't clump up, leaving only the purest water behind. After this filtration, no impurities are left to ruin your fresh sip. But the final approval for production is still pending. Enter chlorination. To ensure the water is totally safe and crystal clear, it flows into a sterilization tank for a final touch of chlorine, casting out any remaining microbes and beginning the magic. But wait, it's not over yet. Once the chlorine has done its job, the activated carbon filter removes any leftover organic material, ensuring that the water is not only clear but perfectly pure. Be careful. Don't spread your eyes too much or else they bulge out. I know, even your drinking water is not as pure as your Pepsi water, but welcome to the factory world. Finally, the water undergoes de-aeration, using a high-tech vacuum pump to remove any dissolved gases, ensuring the purest form of water. After this final touch, the water is ready to become the base for the Pepsi we love. Once the water is purified, the interesting part begins with the ingredients and the select element known only to 3 units in the whole world. This solution is a closely guarded formula known only to a handful of people around the world. And once this concentrate is perfected, it's dispatched to Pepsi plants worldwide to transform it into the iconic beverage. At the plant, take a closer look. The secret concentrate arrives and is first diluted with pure, high-quality water. This mixture then heads to the dosing station where precise doses of flavor, concentrates, and dissolved sugars are added in a calculated sequence. Next, these ingredients are transferred to the batch tanks. Okay, this is the heart of the operation. In the batch tanks, the mixture is blended with precision of a high-tech master chef. The agitation is carefully controlled. Too much agitation can lead to unwanted aeration, which is definitely not wanted. Next up, flash pasteurization and UV radiation come into play to sterilize the syrup. This process ensures the syrup is as clean and pristine as possible. Moreover, you might be wondering about the water. Is this secret syrup just a random mix of salt and water? Get yourself corrected. It's not a simple mix. It's a precise blend of ratios that ensures every sip of your Pepsi is refreshing and as tasty as the last. And let me guess, the most exciting part of having Pepsi? Yes, that magical fizz with bubbles. How can we picture a soda without bubbles in your glass? Not a quiet affair. So for that bubbly perfection, after perfect blending and precise ratios of syrup and other ingredients with water, the liquid is dissolved with carbon dioxide. In this process, the carbon dioxide, the fizz we all know and love, is infused into the liquid. It's not just a casual splash of bubbles, it's done under incredibly high pressure. When you open a fizzy drink, the pressure inside drops. This causes the carbon dioxide gas to escape and create those bubbles that tickle your tongue and give you that sparkling sensation. Well, I'm not explaining it to science students. They do know more than me. But anyways, now the beverage is ready to be filled into bottles. This packing part is interesting in its own way, like how a mere thin plastic is converted into a bottle that brings a refreshing drink to your mouth. Although you've seen Pepsi in cans and glass bottles, plastic bottles are the most common. It makes up about 50% of Pepsi packaging worldwide and is crafted from a special material called polyethylene plastic. The process of transforming plastic into a shiny bottle starts with the injection molding machine. Plastic bottles are fed into the machine and then heated until they melt. The molten plastic is injected into molds that form into something that looks more like a test tube than a bottle. These preforms are like balloons just waiting to be inflated into their final shape. They are heated to 115 degrees Celsius to prepare them for the molding process. After stretching to achieve the perfect shape, we get the bottle, but these molded bottles still need a chill moment. Each bottle is bathed in cooled liquid to bring it down to the perfect temperature. These steps ensure that each bottle is cooled evenly and maintains its shape because they know you don't want slimes filled with syrup. After cooling, each bottle gets a close-up photo and a computer analysis. If any defects are found, the bottle gets recycled and tries again. Only perfect bottles move forward. Now the bottles are ready for the filling of the magic liquid, which has already been prepared. The bottles are placed on the conveyor belt and then filled with the beverage under very high pressure. This is the trickiest part as the bottles are not capped yet and any mishandling can lead to spilling of the beverage. However, this highly advanced machine avoids such incidents. After filling, the bottles are depressurized and sent off to be capped. Once the bottles are packed and capped, the branding process begins, which involves labeling. Yes, those blue color labeling stickers that help you identify your favorite beverage among the big stock. It might seem simple, just like pasting a sticker on the bottle, but it's actually a crucial step that makes any bottle market ready. Beverage-filled plastic bottles are picked up by specialized machines and those iconic labels are carefully wrapped around them. This precise process ensures that every bottle looks as good as it tastes. After labeling, the bottles are piled up and packed in plastic cartons to be shipped to warehouses. From there, they are transported to your nearest store and you are ready to enjoy this refreshing drink. So, you've probably enjoyed Pepsi countless times at parties with friends or just when you need that perfect refreshment. But today, you got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the incredible process that brings that beloved drink to life. From the precise mixing of flavors to getting the soft drink into your hand, there's a fascinating journey that transforms simple ingredients into delicious beverages. Pepsi is one of the oldest soft drinks out there, but despite its long history, it's still as refreshing today as it was when it first hit the shelves. It's a drink that has stood the test of time, continuously evolving to bring you that perfect taste and fizz just the way you like it. So go ahead, grab a Pepsi, and take a moment to appreciate how that bottle has gone through an amazing process to achieve that energizing taste. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at Pepsi manufacturing, don't forget to give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. There are many more amazing journeys coming your way, so stay tuned and hit the bell icon to catch your next favorite product off-screen view. And don't forget to subscribe to keep us motivated to bring you more amazing content. Thanks for watching.